Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about writing an article. This particular article is about pets. And when you read it, let's read it together. Having pets, a good or bad idea, articles wanted. We're looking for articles giving us your opinions on having pets. What do you think are the advantages and disadvantages of having pets? There are three things to notice here. First, what do I have to write about? I have to write about the advantages and disadvantages of having a pet. Secondly, I have to think carefully about the word pets. Does it mean only a dog? Think. No, a pet could be a cat, it could be a snake, or a hamster, a rabbit, even a lizard can be a pet. But whatever the case, a pet needs to be looked after. And thirdly, there is one more thing that you can see just by looking at what you have to do. You can see the language that you have to use in your article. Do you notice the contracted form? We are looking. This shows you that you have to use the same type of language when you write informal. Let's move on. Look at the pictures. As you can see, having a pet, a dog or a cat, it sounds amazing, doesn't it? They're so cute, they're so adorable. Look at the dog lying on the grass, waiting for you to play with her. Or look at how happy she is when she's out for a walk in the countryside. And look at the cat, purring and looking so content curled up on your lap. But is it all fun and games? Let's think about the advantages of having a pet. Especially for older people who live alone, a pet is like a companion, a friend, somebody to talk to and take care of. And of course, they are fun to be with. Cats are so funny when they jump around or climb all over the sofas and the countertops and the beds. And it's fun to play fetch with a dog, and they make you laugh so much. And when you play with them, they're tireless. However many times you throw a ball or a stick, they'll run to fetch it. And pets can make you relax, especially cats and fish. Dogs not so much, because they can be very demanding, barking and wagging their tail when they want something. But cats are so laid back. They never stress over anything. And because they don't worry about anything, they have this attitude of, not a care in the world. And this attitude helps you relax. And fish are like that as well, just swimming around in a bowl, not doing much else. But it's not all fun and games, is it? A pet is not a toy. It's not your teddy bear that you can just throw in the corner and forget about it when you're done playing with it. A dog, especially, needs constant care and attention, daily walks, regular visits to the vet, and of course it needs to be house trained. A puppy can chew away all your furniture, and you need to get it toilet trained as well, and that takes a long time. And when it's outdoors, it needs to be trained not to scare people, not to attack or bark at other people or other dogs. And you think, okay, a dog may be difficult to look after. Let's have a cat. But a cat needs to be looked after as well, because it needs to be fed. You need to keep its litter box clean. It needs to be taken to the vet as well. Another disadvantage is that pets are a problem when you want to go on holiday and you can't take them with you. Then you have to arrange to take them to a dog hotel or a dog boarding kennel, or perhaps to have somebody to come and pet sit for you and feed them and give them clean water to drink. So they are a huge responsibility. And finally, perhaps the biggest disadvantage of all is that at some point you'll have to say a very painful goodbye to your pet. And it's going to hurt a lot. But you need to remember the love that you give your pet and the joy that you receive is worth all the trouble and heartache. But you need to remember as well that a dog is another member of the family. You can't just abandon it when you are tired of looking after it, or when you realize the responsibilities involved in taking care of a pet. Perhaps that's why there are so many stray dogs around, and it's a real pity. Okay, one final word about the style of writing that you have to use. Remember, this is an article. An article needs to be informal. So what does it actually mean to use informal language? Well, first of all, don't forget a catchy title. Think of something like, for example, a bundle of joy, ? That, you have to wonder about, is it true or isn't it? Another thing that you can do when you write informally, is to ask questions. Like, have you got a pet? Have you ever wondered about what is involved in looking after a pet? Remember to talk to the reader. You are addressing the reader. You can say things like, you know what it's like when you first hold a puppy in your hands. It's love at first sight. Or, it's not all fun and games, is it? By using the tag question, you're actually asking the reader. You are bringing the reader into what you're saying. You can use humor or idioms like, it isn't a piece of cake, or it's not all fun and games. And don't forget, when you write an article, use contracted forms. I'll, isn't, because that's an indication of informal writing. I hope I have given you enough information, help to get you started. So I think now it's time to actually write your own article and think about all these different aspects of article writing. Okay, have fun.